Hello friends, and welcome to my character walkthrough for Guild Wars 2. I'm doing this more as a test for recording because I'm having trouble with the World of Warcraft recording I'm trying to do, and I'm trying to track that down. But I figured while I'm at it, I could give a run through on my Guild Wars 2 characters, which plays in full screen, just like World of Warcraft. Login lets you guys see what they look like. I'm not going to do any gameplay, so if that's your thing, you probably just want to tune out and go somewhere else, or make a request, and maybe I will if there's enough demand. But did want to just do a video test. Log in, log out a few times, just make sure that things show up, introduce my characters a little bit. This is my level 80 thief. Human, mainly high level gear, transmogged in the hat because I liked it, and the boots because they fit. Haven't quite decided what to do with the rest of the armor yet. But she usually sits parked in Lion's Arch. And I think I've made a mistake. I think I wanted to log one of my other characters in first, because all of my characters but one are 80 and one I have is 77. And I don't know where I am with my login rewards. That's okay though, I can bank them and the other character can pick them up if I have to. So we'll just do that. If I happen to be getting a level advance. I don't know. We'll see. But this is what it looks like when you log into Guild Wars 2 for the first time during the day. It's running a little slow logging in, but I haven't logged in for a while, so there's a lot of updating going on. So Lion's Arch. Looks like I got nothing for a daily login. Nope, here it is. And today is just celebration. Tomorrow is the bag of experience. So if I do log in tomorrow, I will get 3 tomes of knowledge, which will get my character 3 levels. So we might do that just to finish off that character, because I've actually been waiting for that. I don't have Heart of Thorns because I don't really play anymore. So and my thief uses daggers and pistols. So that's what we got going on there. All right, so that's a brief introduction to my thief. Now here is my warrior, and this is the one that still needs 3 levels, so I need to log her in tomorrow to get those last 3 levels and finish her up. But heavy armor, lots of tattoos. I don't know how her head stays up wearing that thing with no neck brace whatsoever. But I have not equipped her other than the equipment that it has given me for leveling. So she doesn't have anything special. And I basically leveled that character to 77 using login rewards. Very little playtime. Although she's max level crafter. All my characters are. So beyond the crafting, they there wasn't much else. So this is Holbrook. I'm going to get out of the bank so you can kind of see a little bit more of the town. Big Norse influence. Huge halls. Very, very awesome graphics. I love this game. I really do. I honestly wish I had more time and patience to play through the quests again.
Are your hunts not satisfied? Never before. The vigil will take your promise and reforge you into a weapon against the elder.
Big greatsword.
Join us and fight beside Javi Joris.
You know, the combat moves in this game are very well designed. But you can see the hall that these people have, that this race has, and all their stuff. And you can look out and see all the ice, and just look at that view. Nope, can't jump up there. I bet I can. Alright. Just look at that view. And that's the style their halls are done, and their major architecture. Each race has a very different architecture, and it carries through everything. Everything fits, and everything fits that particular race. So everything in here is very Nordic, very styled. Alright, next character. Next character will be our Necromancer. And our Necromancer is in Divinity's Reach. Should actually be pretty popular place. You can see the robe, and I'm pretty sure the next character has exactly the same robe because they are a caster as well. And it just, until you develop the class, the default equipment for most of the casters and most of the similar classes ends up looking very, very similar. But I haven't dyed it, I haven't colored it, I just got it, put it on, and called it a day. So, I think these two characters are in Divinity's Reach. Okay, and Divinity's Reach. Very castle driven. Get to an outside viewpoint.
I need your support on this referendum. This can't go on any longer.
Very
This is getting out of hand.
much like a European society. See all the little apartments and towers and houses and whatnot. And right now I am using a horn and an axe. So, kind of different weapon set, and different weapons in this game, if you don't play, change your base default action list. So I don't have a weapon sets to swap with this one. I do with one of my other ones, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But we're going to do the next one pretty quickly. And this one's just my Elementalist. You can see exactly the same armor set. And she's also in Divinity's Reach. So it'll look the same city. But as you can see here, basic outline of the city, lots of castles, lots of big buildings, very big city. Okay, and we are at the trading post there. So we'll get a different view of the town. The other character was at the bottom, so got very limited view of the city, looking up through the courtyard. This character is up on top at the bank. And you can see, I think we were down in this area, but way down on the bottom level down there. But you can see very different architecture from the other city. Lots of statues and we use a dagger with this character. And I don't have a swap set for this one. So, basic stuff. Going to the character I actually played the most. My Ranger. And my Ranger is also going to be in Divinity's Reach. I would teleport to the cities, but this isn't really showing you a tour, so it's easier to stay where I am if I'm not doing that. So we're going to stay here. But if you do want to see all of the cities or tour each of the cities, see the high points, we could definitely do that. Alright, so as a ranger, I have a bow, and I have a pet, and my juvenile wolf was actually captured in the world PvP zone. Let me get away from this crowd noise. Someplace a little quieter.
She'd probably appreciate that.
And the crowd noise actually dies down as you get further away from crowded areas. So it's very realistic. Anyway. Juvenile wolf. Let me see if I can get him on screen. Nope. Anyway. You actually catch him in the PvP area. So had to go into world PvP and camp trying to find a catchable wolf. Then I had to catch it. And I got killed about 9 times while I was trying to catch this wolf. But totally worth it. He's really cool. And he gets a lot of nice stuff for himself. So, the Ranger in action. There's the bow that I use. And swap weapon set to a sword. And now you can see I get different skills here based on what weapon I have equipped. And with dual wields, it can vary considerably if you have one weapon in one hand and one in the other, and then completely change them to a completely different skill set if you change hands. So if you have like my thief has a dagger and a pistol. Depending on which hand the pistol's in and the dagger's in, depends on what skill set it's currently using. Now, I can use 2 daggers. That gives me a completely different skill set. Or I can do a dagger and a pistol, and I was using dagger and a pistol for the zip in and zip out evades for doing some of the PvP zones, and I don't remember what I was doing, but for taking doors, I needed to go in and put status effects on and then zip back out before the damage hits. So, anyway, that's a brief tour of my characters. I hope you enjoyed it. And this was just a test to see if I could record a full screen MMO, and it doesn't appear I had any problems, so I'm not sure what's going on between World of Warcraft and my video driver, but the problem I'm having is it wouldn't load. So anyway, I appreciate you watching this video. If you watched it, if you found it entertaining, I greatly appreciate if you'd subscribe and like my channel. If you didn't, then just be aware this isn't the typical light aspect of stuff that I do usually. This was more just a test than anything. And if you watched it, if you saw some cool stuff, great. That's why I put it up. It wasn't actually a Let's Play. It wasn't actually a gameplay. And I just want to be clear on that this was just me testing and giving you guys something to look at. So, tune in for some more interesting stuff that should come. So, I will talk to you guys shortly. Take it easy.